Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with another Whizbang's Workshop card review. We have 5 more Demon Hunter cards to go, although the last legendary is missing. I have a feeling we're gonna see it later today, and yeah, stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, we have the rest of the Demon Hunter cards, including some ridiculous card draw and some other really good stuff that I think Demon Hunter will like. And if you want to win these cards, we have a giveaway going on for 3 mega bundles, 2 regular pre-orders out of my pocket, 10 to the giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link to the description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed, I believe on Saturday, I will add another mega bundle to that giveaway. So hit that sub button, make me go broke. So starting off, we have a new undead for Demon Hunter. I don't think they've had all that many. I haven't looked it up, but not a lot at least. It is a new spirit of the team. Yes, we have a new spirit. These, I believe, is a throwback to the greatest expansion of all, Rostica's Rumble. It is a 2-mana 0/3 to stealth for 1 turn. Back in the day, that's how all the spirits work. They'd stealth for a turn, and your hero has +2 attack on your turn. So you play this, you will automatically just have +2 attack as long as it's on the board, and likely it's gonna live unless it gets AoE'd or disrupted in some other way. So the next turn you will likely have +2 attack ready to go. That could be really good if you already have a weapon up, a lifesteal effect, just a bunch of different stuff. That bringing the 4 mana hit everything legendary spell. Put a picture, I can't remember the name of it. It was buffed from 5 to 4. It's really good. That's really strong, right? This is one of the best spirits I think they've made, considering they pretty much all sucked outside of like Spirit of the Frog and Shark were kind of the standouts as being kind of okay. One did get nerfed, at least for Wild. But yeah, I don't know if this is that bad. I'm just thinking Rostica Rumble cards, they must be bad, right? But no, it's a 0/3. It can't attack itself, but your opponent's gonna have to remove this. It has to die, which isn't that big a deal, but you're basically getting 4 attack total, like 2 different hits, almost guaranteed. A lot of the time it's happening, and it could be additional reach when you're top decking, although not a ton. I think this could see play. I really do. I'm not really sure what it slots into, but I don't think it is a terrible, terrible card just to give yourself that attack. And again, the attack synergies, whether it's an Illidari Inquisitor, a Spellstone we're going to take a look at in a second. It's like going to get Spellstone. It looks really good. I think it sees some play. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 in Standard, a 2 out of 5 in Wild. Again, I know I'm like giving almost no cards playable ratings in Wild, but that's just the reality of it. I don't see it there, but again, a card not to sleep on. Maybe in Wild, you could play it like a aggro style strategy. It's possible, but it's all like quest lines there. So yeah. Next, we have a new Fell spell, which Demon Hunters like their Fell spells. So you could look at J synergies in Wild. Speaking of Wild, and also cards that don't see play anymore. It's kind of sad. It's Workshop Mishap. 4 mana Fell spell. You deal 5 damage to a minion. Excess damages both neighbors. So it's similar to, I don't remember what it was called. It was like a mage spell that was 3 mana. Fire spell did very similar thing. However, if it has Outcast, this can gain lifesteal. So let's say there's a 3 health minion on the board. You hit it with that, and there's 2 neighbors beside it. You will deal 2 to everything, so it's 7 damage total, and you get the lifesteal on that. This is definitely a solid removal. I like cards like this, mainly because it makes Hearthstone a bit more of a thinking game at times, because your opponent could try and play around it through positioning, which I just wish there was more of that in the game sometimes. And yeah, it's like a Reno Demon Hunter card to me, like, right? Like it's an AoE removal, it's healing, all good stuff. If you're playing a more late game strategy, it's not really gonna slot into an aggro strat pretty much at all. But yeah, I guess technically you can hit your own stuff if you really want to. Go Il'gynoth with this. It seems absolutely terrible. Don't do that. But yeah, seems playable in a Reno deck. Again, I was mentioning in the last video, they have just not been good enough, but they are getting a lot of tools this set, and I'm hopeful, and maybe there'll be buffs to come with stuff, you know, right? And there's still the last legendary to go over, which again, you'll want to stay tuned for that. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5. I think this could see play, but again, more of those mid-range decks, more of those Reno style decks, or maybe a big demon deck. I'm really hoping one of those takes off, because yeah, it's been so long since just a non like pure face or like combo deck in Demon Hunters worked, and I miss playing those decks like Big Demon Hunter, like the old Fell Demon Hunter, or Soul Fragment Demon Hunter. That went face, but it was more of like a mid-range. It could go late game. I liked it, and I got ranked 1 legend with it, so of course I like it. I'm biased. Anyways, next we have a new Quilboar. A new Quilboar, a throwback to DEATHRATTLE Demon Hunter. We have the Bull Hog, a 4 mana 3/3 lifesteal minion. It has Battle Cry and DEATHRATTLE, deal 3 damage to the lowest health enemy. So this is a lot of healing in 1 card. If you get the Battle Cry and DEATHRATTLE to go off, that's 6 healing. If it hits anything itself, that's another 3 healing. You could buff it up or whatever. That's some work on it as well. It synergizes kind of with the old DEATHRATTLE cards from WoW. There was that 3 mana 3/3 Quilboar that would cheat out 1 that I think costs like 1 more or 4 more or whatever. I think it was 4 or 5. I can't remember what it cheated out. This will negate the Battle Cry, of course, but a cool throwback, a decent card, and it can go face. It says enemy, so if their board is empty, you just play this. It's 3 damage to the face, and the DEATHRATTLE can go to the face. There's all that. Again, it feels more of a mid-range style of card for a Reno Demon Hunter. Really seem to be pushing that, where these cards aren't for synergy. They're just cards that do good things, figure it out. I like that a lot more than like Warrior. It's like, oh, we're giving you a big DEATHRATTLE mech. Here's a spell that only copies DEATHRATTLE mechs, and a weapon that only procs DEATHRATTLE mechs. Like, make it work. You gotta use those cards only, right? This could just be played in a bunch of different decks. I don't know how good it is. It's likely not ladder good, and like good enough for ladder. I was about to say like gooder enough for ladder. I don't know. Really sick arena card as always with these type of things. I'll give it a 3 in standard and optimistic for my Bull Hog boy here, or gal, probably a guy because he's not really covering up top. But yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 in standard, probably 2 in wild. Although you could try out DEATHRATTLE Demon Hunter, maybe it puts it over the top. But a nice throwback to that. Next, we have a really weird, interesting card here. It is called the Red Card. Is that a football reference? Probably. Not a yellow card, but it's a full-on red. Make a minion go dormant for 2 turns. So this can extend the dormant on Mechtherodon. It goes undormant, you make it go dormant again, it deals 3 and then 3. Is that good? I don't know. But you can hit with like an Illidari, make it go dormant, it comes back in 2 turns and then hit with it. Or more realistically, you just neutralize a big minion on your opponent's board for 2 turns. These type of cards have almost never seen play. Like Druid had the 3 mana one. I think it was for 2 or 3 turns. We've seen the 4 mana legendary, where if you're 20 health or lower, give you a location that makes things go dormant. There have been so many of these effects, almost none of them have seen play. And it is 1 mana. It's super cheap. That's the best thing it's got going for it. It's super cheap, and you can use it to your own advantage or defensively. Like Demon Hunter has a lot more ways of taking advantage of this than I feel like most classes do. I feel like somewhere, somehow this pops up to be a combo card of some sort. Definitely a Mark combo, because I remember like Maiev making your own minion go dormant. You could kind of enable stuff, right? So I'm gonna give it a 3. I think this pops up somewhere. I don't know where. It could be degenerate. It could just be just a decent tool for your deck. But I feel like somewhere, this card sees play in standard, in wild, again, at 2, because it's too slow. And then lastly, we have a card that will see play in wild, I think, so I can finally say that. Really good card, like really, really good card. The Lesser Opal Spellstone. I think this is the first ever Spellstone for Demon Hunter. 2 mana, and definitely got 1 too, so every class, I believe, now is a Spellstone, so that's cool. Draw a card. You draw a card. But what does it say? Attack with your hero 2 times to upgrade. So you saw that Spirit earlier. You have that attack up. You can attack. You upgrade this. And what does that do? Well, after you attack twice, it'll draw 2 cards. You attack 3 times, it will draw 3 cards for 2 mana. So right away, the first upgrade, this is a good card. 2 mana, draw 2. perfectly good. You don't have to outcast it, nothing. And you typically want to be attacking a Demon Hunter most of the time. A lot of the time you're attacking anyways. And then at 3 cards for 2 mana, really, really good. This could go into Questline Demon Hunter. This can go into mid-range decks, aggressive decks. Maybe not pure aggro. Maybe they don't want to be swinging as much, but I feel like this could slot into multiple Demon Hunter archetypes in both standard and wild, just not odd DH, but when's the last time I saw an odd Demon Hunter in wild? It's been a long time, but a really good card. Demon Hunter loves to draw cards. They have a lot of ways to draw them, but this is a really cheap and efficient one that doesn't rely too much on the setup. But yeah, attacking 2 turns typically will take you attacking 2 times will typically take you 2 turns, but not always. Because like you have Warglaives, you have the swinging, going down swinging, legendary spell. You have some stuff you can do. I'm gonna give this a 4 to 5 in standard and a 3 in wild, where I do think I could see play, and I think Demon Hunter will enjoy using this card. And that is it, except for one more card for Demon Hunter. I think Celestalon is revealing it. I'm expecting a spicy thing. I may have seen it already. It's really cool. We'll go over it pretty shortly, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.